The Colt 1911 might have been the best firearm made in its era compared to its peers, but by the 1970s, people wanted something more concealable for regular civilian use, but they still might want .45. Hence, this little guy, the Detonics, in this case being a Combat Master, and this being a later 80s style Mark VI. You can tell it's 80s because it's stainless steel. This shiny handgun likes to fight with my camera, but you can just make out Detonics as I go back and forth. This company was founded by engineer Pat Yates, who had started having thoughts of doing this in the 1960s, and joined up with friends Sid Woodcock and Mike Mays to make it possible, with production starting in 1976. This thing is an inch shorter and an inch shorter than a Colt Commander, which was already the compact version of the 1911. The magwell is beveled to help you load a little quicker, and when you do so with a full number of rounds, you might notice that there's a hole here. The end of your follower actually sticks out. That allowed it to remain stable while fitting 6 rounds barely, with a 7th in the chamber, giving you essentially a combat load for the old 1911. The rear sight can be adjusted with an Allen key and features a blade for you to be able to grind on if necessary for vertical, and swap it out if you ever get it banged up too much. Now at the front we have just a regular milled front sight. Someone's put a little white paint on this one somewhere in its history. The slide is cut low port, as was popular for custom 1911s, to ensure ejection. If you're confused by this flat surface back here, know that the original Detonics did not have a manual safety. It was actually added because of consumer desire. The prototypes actually meant to have you go ahead and manually lower this hammer into that half cock notch, and then you would carry it just like this, and as you drew it from your holster, you would just quickly thumb slide cock. Another unique feature of the Mark VI is factory custom Pachmayr grips for this handgun. As a matter of fact, the mainspring housing is also rubberized by Pachmayr. This Combat Master features a bushing list front assembly because of the flared barrel that catches the slide on the forward stroke. It has a full-length guide rod for its triple spring. Also point out another touch from the custom world. We don't just have a regular plunger at the end of this. It's actually shaped to positively press our barrel back into the locked position. Now I won't kid you, the early Detonics have a fairly high failure rate simply because it was a small company working with a big little package. These guns require a lot of tweaking to get exactly right, but when they work, they're pretty fantastic, especially if you need a compact .45.